Call halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yahshua. I'm back with another short lesson and video. All right, and this one will be called "You're on the Verge of Disaster." All right, Babylon the Great is fallen. Is fallen. All right, so this is basically some bank information, and there are many things that are tied to the MOB, but one of the main things that we can readily see or immediately see when we read 13 and 16, we can see that it's dealing with money, okay? So, and health, okay, well, I mean, we can't see that immediately, but how they're going to usher in this new form of currency, right, which is what is being explained right here, is through the healthcare system. So let's go ahead and read this, and then we'll watch a video, and I'm going to do a little commentating, all right? So this is Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all right, causeth. How is he going to cause all right? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man, Salak, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay? That's enough for where we're going right now. Okay? So this is dealing with buying and selling, okay, deals with the monetary system that we know is in free fall right now. All right, so let's watch this. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. All right. Go ahead and watch this.
The economic fallout of the health crisis has greatly shaken global financial stability.
Okay, so right away, all right, and let's get the, here's the title up. And this is about 2 weeks ago. All right, so bank meltdown coming to America and will lead to an apocalyptic end game. All right. Well, what's the end game? Once we see that MOB being implemented, we know how close we are to the end. Okay. A year into the plan thing, long-term financial impact weighs heavily on many Babylonians. Okay. So this is already about, okay, we're dealing with banking, dealing with the money, and they will play that again because right away they come out talking about the healthcare system, which is how they're going to usher in this new monetary system. All right, so let's watch it again.
The economic fallout of the health crisis has greatly shaken global financial stability. America has fallen into such a
America has fallen. Babylon the Great has fallen.
deep recession that previous crises now look like good times. Up until this point, over 70 million jobless claims were registered.
Jobless claims. 70 million? Nobody's working. Okay? All of this is going to affect the money. All right? And they're crashing this thing. This is all part of the scheme. All right? End game. All right? Who's in? Esau's in.
And at least 10% of the entire U.S. workforce remains unemployed.
Okay, there's unemployment. All right? They're doing away with Babylon the Great. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The amount of debt accumulated.
Debt. Ibatyat. All right? Thick clay.
By households and businesses all across the country has made banks record roughly $1 trillion in losses.
That's just
hundreds of
that's just banks. Okay. There are other institutions that are bankrupt, broke, yacht, in debt, all right, insolvent.
billions more forecasted. Simply put, the United States financial system is on the verge of disaster.
On the verge of disaster. You are on the verge of disaster.
And mounting difficulties could spark a bank collapse that's likely to push America even deeper into the financial abyss.
So, what's the answer? Okay. We got to get rid of those dollars. We have to restructure the financial system, restructure the monetary system. All this goes is leading to an apocalyptic end game, right? We talk about the money here. I'm gonna let some play.
That's what we're going to expose today. So, welcome to today's Epic Economist video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to
Look at
our
this
channel
devil.
to keep updated with future videos. After the health crisis exploded in America, both our economic and financial balance was severely disrupted.
Which is all part of the plan, okay? Through the healthcare crisis, whatever they're calling, and they're going around saying what it is, okay? Through that, they're going to usher in this MOB, all right? How? All right, in order to get that thing in your hand or in your forehead, right? Well, that's what this great sickness that they're claiming, right, which is no different than the common flu, all right? They're saying that as a result of that, everybody needs to get a fluid insertion and then be able to prove it, which is gradually going to be put in place, starting with a green certificate or whatever. And then it's going to ratchet up to, those things can be easily forged, but there's one thing that can't be. All right? That's the logic.
No individual, business, industry, or segment of our society remained unharmed, but the challenges faced by the banking system were kept out of the spotlights. Banks aren't merely commercial enterprises, but providers of essential services to individuals and entire communities.
Okay, so they're linking these two things together: money and healthcare. All right? Your healthcare records, your information is going to be held on that MOB. They're bringing everything together. It's not just one thing, okay? And it is June. All right, it's June, according to Bishop Nate. Okay, which those guys are being exposed right now.
Playing a crucial role in the functioning of the economy. The banking industry is a primary source of financial stability, as banks protect our savings and they protect our investments. They provide sound credit and financial support. Banks perform safe payments and transaction services and offer reliable advice. When the recession started, banks in the United States were still backed by ample capital and liquidity, and have acted quickly to protect their staff and their clients. Most have instituted remote work arrangements and have closed or reduced operations to adapt to the new reality. Millions of individuals and businesses have received forbearance where needed. Banks functioned as crucial transfer channels for the liquidity issued by the Federal Reserve and for the credit and loan forgiveness provided by the Paycheck Protection Program and the Main Street Lending Program.
So he basically said the banks are failing. They got bailout measures. They're getting everybody to comply with the plan that they have coming up. All right. If you don't play ball, so to speak, then there's no place for you in what is coming. All right. So mean, basically do what you're told.
In short, in the early stages of the health crisis, United States banks offered critical support to our society. However, the challenges ahead are complex and the path is uncertain. Unemployment rates largely exceeded Great Depression levels.
Which is going to force you to play ball. All right? Take away the jobs, take away the money, starve people out. All right? Give them a little money, make them dependent on you. Is what we're in the middle of right now. And then force them to play ball. All right?
Hundreds of thousands of businesses have permanently closed, and over 20.
Salakia.
Meet Chris and Mark.
Salakia for the commercial.
25% of small businesses predict declaring bankruptcy in the next 6 months. Industries such as oil and gas, travel, and retail have been the hardest hit by the recession and are likely to be completely restructured.
They're collapsing the system to completely restructure everything around the new system, which is the MOB. Okay.
For its part, banks were affected by record low interest rates and a flattened yield curve, which means net interest income has significantly declined. Credit losses are expected to exceed $1 trillion, and the effects of it will extend over many years, experts say, perhaps more than a decade. Although U.S. institutions have entered the current economic downturn better equipped and with greater capital and liquidity resources than they had at the beginning of the global financial crisis, our economy has suffered unprecedented damage. U.S. banks are burdened with a staggering amount of credit losses. According to experts with the management consulting firm McKinsey & Company, credit losses may range from $400 billion to $1 trillion between 2020 and 2024, and net interest income may decline by up to $200 billion from its 2019 baseline, considerably compromising revenues over the next 18 months and possibly sparking a widespread bank collapse.
Laden with thick clay.
And while we see those losses extending beyond the next 2 years, reduced demand and tightening of credit availability will most likely be major parts of the revenue impact in 2022 to 2023, experts added. Credit losses are forecasted to disproportionately come from commercial and industrial or C&I loans to the industries most dramatically affected by lockdowns. For instance, in the retail, transportation, and automotive industries, over 50% of issuers have already been reevaluated by the credit agencies. Oil and gas borrowers will also face hardships, as approximately
See the gas prices shooting up. Look at this. Okay, that's 190. They're not showing the price, but we all know that the gas prices are shooting up crazy right now.
percent of producers might face insolvency if prices stay at current levels. Accordingly, C&I loan losses are also going to be significant, with cumulative charge-off rates between 2020 and 2024 ranging roughly from 4 to 10%, depending on the scenario, McKinsey said. Additionally, commercial real estate loan loss rates are bound to reach similar levels, with numerous hotels and retail properties heavily affected. And
look at Jake. All right, it's gonna happen to Jake first. All right, so I mean that's enough on this. You see where this is going, okay? Babylon the Great is fallen. All right, and why? Because this is part of their plan now. Don't get it wrong. Now, part of their plan is the whole of the Most High's plan. Most High to put it in this devil's head that the way to get to where he thinks he's going is to collapse his own system, all right? To bring in his new system. but it's not going to work, all right? So it's centered around banking, right? And how you're able to, you know, buy and sell, basically, all right? Which is what this wicked place is structured after, right? Usury, debt, debt slaves, okay? So, again, that's enough on that. Let's just get some precepts and we'll go ahead and close it. And let's start. Let's get Revelation 19. Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him. Right, that technology. This beast is the way that the world is being run right now. And the powers that be, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. Okay, and basically that's, hey, this new system is coming. All you got to do is what I tell you to do, and you can be part of it. All right, that's the deception. All right, the deception is you gotta do what I tell you to do, no questions asked, right? And then you can carry on. We'll put some money on your universal basic income, all right? And it's all what? It's all a deception, all right? And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image, right? The way that things are being done, the way that this world is being run, and those, right, who are in control of it, those that are in power, all right? These both were cast alive into a lake of lake of fire burning with brimstone, Salakia. All right, so that's the outcome of receiving this thing, of going with the program. All right, you got to make informed decisions. You just can't do what somebody tells you to do willy nilly, knowing that it's wrong, knowing this guy is the devil. All right, you know that this guy is the devil. All right, he's got a track record going back. How do you know that this guy is the devil? Just, I mean, look at Tuskegee. You got to look back. There's a track record, okay, that shows his footprints. All right. This is Revelation. Let's get 20. We'll get a couple of more. We could go ahead and close out. Basically, don't go mobbing deep. All right. Do not mob deep. Don't mob at all. All right. This is 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for a witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Okay, so you got to refuse to go along with this system. Okay, and that very well could get you beheaded. Right, and some of us will be beheaded, and some of us are ready. Okay, Lord willing, it doesn't go down like that. All right. Okay, so let's get some more. Let's go to 16. This is 16 and let's go to 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his vial, right, talking about the angel, upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. All right. So, I mean, basically, when you take that thing, you're in trouble. You don't know what's going to happen to you. Uh, uh, there are preludes and precursors to the actual MOB. Okay, they're putting experimental uh, things in you, right? What's going to cause this noisome and grievous sore? All right. Well, I can imagine. All right, we can't say for sure, but I can imagine if they're putting something in you that you know hasn't been tested. The only way that it can be approved is through emergency. Okay, then that needs to be looked into further before you do anything. And what do you find when you look close, when you search the scriptures? You ain't supposed to be doing that. Okay? You're not supposed to do that. All right? Let's get 14. This is 14 and Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, here's the consequences. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right? Basically, it's saying, don't do it. Know what you're getting yourself into. The scriptures tell you not to do it all the way up till death. All right? Let's see. Let's get this real quick. I've been doing this, so I'm going to continue. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Okay? Fear none of those things that thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil will cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Be thou faithful, even though you might get your head, you might be beheaded. All right? And I will give thee a crown of life. Hey, let no man take your crown. All right? Here we are right now. Let no man take your crown. All right? That's the understanding. All right? Let's get 3. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. All right? You got to be patient in this thing and cook it all the way down to the end and do what the scriptures are instructing you to do. All right? Start with keeping the laws, having the fear of the Most High. Right? Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. All right? Not fear no man, but fear the Most High. Okay? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Guess what? It's coming upon you too. Not just me. All the world. To try them that dwell upon the earth. We're all being tried. All right? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, and that no man take thy crown. Okay? Why? Why is this so important? Because you got people out here trying to take your crown. All right? Hold fast what? Which thou hast. All right? That's all you got to do. Okay? What is this? Let's get 7. All right, so start at 1. Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our Lord, power, Salakia, in their foreheads. All right. All right. And that's talking about the elect. All right. And that's what we're out here doing. We're still out here pushing his word, knowing that the famine is very near. All right. And what are we mainly pushing? Hey, no mobbing deep. All right. We know we're very close to the end because here comes that mob. All right. Till we have sealed. What is that seal? The Thawa. All right. Thawa. Thawa. Let's get one more. All right, Revelation 14:7. I think, what? 11. All right. And the smoke of their torment ascended up. Let's see. Well, we already did this, huh? And the smoke, let's just get it. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right? Don't do it. Go back to the commandment. Here is the patience and the Salakia. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that kept Salah. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shah. All right, let's get one of them commandments, okay? Because not everybody, people claim to keep them, right? While pointing fingers and then ain't keeping them themselves. Let's see. We'll close it out on this. We go right here. All right. And this is where you get that, this is where you get that, in order to move forward, right? Green P-ass, to get that pass, right? The pass is going to turn into this, right? This is Leviticus 19, which is the law, all right? And if you break one, you break all of them. Leviticus 19:28, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. All right? All right? And that goes directly back to Revelation. Okay? And he causeth all, both great and both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? All right? There's got to be an incision. That involves an incision. All right? So with that, I hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we're going to say shalom until the next one.